Hi Virgo, how are you doing? So I'm going to be doing a reading from March 1st to the 7th, and we're going to be looking at some of the kind of general messages, the juju as it were, linking that to astrological placements like positive and negative moons, planetary placements, and just kind of seeing what's happening. This is just a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Maybe find a video that does, or watch your rising sign. So let's get a message. Woo, straight away. Five of Cups in reverse. Pretty good to have that in reverse. So we've got the Moon and we also got Priestess. We've got Strength, Seven of Swords. The Empress in reverse. Ace of Wands. So we've got Ten of Wands in reverse and King of Swords. Okay, so let's look at this then. So we've got two cards that relate to each other. We've got the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Okay. These are really interesting because the Ace of Wands is all about creation and a new beginning. So getting creative with how we start, a new beginning. Seven of Swords is really about a new plan, but it's a successful new plan too. So those two cards work really well. The Ace of Wands is number one. Okay, so we're starting something new. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which suggests we don't really have a conclusion yet. So we are still in the beginnings of things, or we're kind of starting to, we're stuck in limbo, for example. So we haven't met a conclusion with something yet. So this week, some of you may not be getting the answers that you are seeking, but you are getting more of a motivation to move forward. King of Swords is very motivated and disciplined. So those two work really well together. Okay, so motivated, feeling active to start something new, maybe a new project, a new relationship, and that brings success with it as well. And I think that's kind of interesting as well because it's also about fantasy, so something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. This is a really good time to do it. We had that reversed, didn't we? Yes. Ten of Wands in reverse kind of suggests that some of your problems will not be resolved, and so you need your strength. We've got a lot of major arcanas here, actually. You need your strength. And so, you might be having difficult communications with people this week. Generally, I sense this week for Virgo in particular, business and career is looking really good. But you have to remember, especially if you're going for a new job or, you are trying to start a new plan that is to do with a job, that you are good enough, okay? Because the Empress in reverse here suggests that you don't always feel like you're good enough. Okay, imposter syndrome comes to mind, and you are very, very good. You've got the Priestess here, lots of knowledge, lots of inner knowledge. So you have a lot, you have a lot going for you. But I think that sometimes you don't know your own worth, and so you struggle with that. And I think you just have to have the strength to be confident. Strength is that Leo energy, it's that confidence, and I think sometimes you don't always feel that way. So this week you might be feeling a little bit like, I want to start something new, but I don't really have the confidence. But I will tell you that success is looking really good for you guys with career and with business opportunities and like investing in things. That looks really good. I'm really surprised not a lot of earth energy came through in this reading for some reason, but that's what I get from the placements because we have, positive moon at the start of the week. So we're sort of feeling good about things. We also have Five of Cups in reverse with the moon. This says to me that you are moving past somebody that has deceived you. Okay, you're starting to realize, the full picture, as it were. The moon is really about an illusion, false hopes. And I think this kind of makes a lot of sense when it comes to you not feeling good enough. So it might be that you think that you're maybe deluding yourself into thinking that I can start something new. And actually it's not like that at all. This Five of Cups is really amazing, especially when it comes to love. It's actually about gaining something. It's a really good sign for especially people in marriages, if you're wanting to get married and there's a wedding coming up, or you're already in a marriage, that's looking really good. But also just generally having that in reverse is a good card to have for love. But that moon card kind of suggests to me, you know, this idea of deception, and that is really linked to this Empress in reverse. And sometimes, maybe this week, you're feeling a little bit like you're not good enough because someone has deceived you in the past, and that rises itself up, you know, especially because this full moon today, if you're watching it on Saturday the 27th, is really going to push us into this emotional trauma, this healing energy, this Pisces energy, okay, which can at times become quite obsessive. So I'll pull a love card for those that you're interested. If you're not, obviously just ignore this. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, sometimes we're not feeling great about ourselves and our self-worth is kind of limited. We have to look for other people to help us out, especially with that 10 of Wands in which a problem isn't being resolved. So maybe your friends can help you out with a new beginning, with helping you resolve some kind of issue that that you need your strength for. Okay, and that kind of links together, especially with love, because sometimes, again, we can get into our own head about feeling deceived, and your friends can really set you straight and say, you know what, it isn't like that. You're really amazing. You just sometimes don't see it. Okay, so that's what's happening this week. If this resonates, please like and comment, and I hope you have an amazing week. Bye, guys.